Power is not loud, it does not rush, it does not flinch. If you want to understand who holds real authority, do not look at who speaks the most. Look at who remains unmoved. The Stoics understood that reaction is information. Every emotional response reveals where a man is vulnerable, where he is uncertain, and where he can be influenced. That is why those who lack power react quickly, and those who possess it move slowly. Today, we will uncover 7 things powerful men never react to. These are not rules of indifference. They are disciplines of control. If you recognize these triggers in yourself, this is not condemnation. It is an invitation to refine your restraint, because power begins the moment reaction ends. The first is disrespect. Weak men react to disrespect because they are unsure of their own standing. They need the world to confirm what they fear is missing. So when someone challenges them, mocks them, or speaks out of place, they respond with anger, sarcasm, or explanation. But disrespect only has power if it reaches something fragile. A man who is secure does not rush to defend his image. He understands that respect is not enforced through confrontation. It is established through consistency. Marcus Aurelius warned that it is foolish to be upset by the opinions of those who do not know you. A powerful man does not correct every insult. He lets behavior reveal hierarchy. Silence in the face of disrespect is not weakness. It is a refusal to lower oneself into unnecessary conflict. The second is provocation. Provocation is an invitation to abandon discipline. It is designed to pull emotion to the surface and expose impulse. This is why insecure people bait, tease, interrupt, and push boundaries. They are searching for leverage. The moment you react, they have it. The Stoics taught that external events are neutral. It is our judgment that assigns them weight. A powerful man understands this. He does not react to provocation because he recognizes it as a test, not of strength, but of control. When you refuse to be pulled into someone else's emotional chaos, you remain sovereign over your own mind. Reaction hands control away. Restraint keeps it. The third is being misunderstood. Few things trigger weak men more than being seen incorrectly. They rush to clarify, to explain, to correct the narrative. But powerful men accept that misunderstanding is unavoidable. They do not waste energy trying to manage every perception. Seneca wrote that no man can live a good life if he is preoccupied with how he appears to others. A powerful man lets time and consistency speak for him. He understands that those who matter will observe, not assume, and those who assume were never the audience to begin with. If this way of thinking sharpens how you see people, you already know what to do. Subscribe, not for motivation, but for clarity. And if this idea resonates with you, type the word power in the comments. Not for me, for yourself. A quiet signal that you're paying attention. The fourth is criticism. Criticism unsettles those who secretly agree with it. That is why it stings. That is why it provokes defense. A powerful man listens to criticism without reacting because he separates information from emotion. If the criticism is useful, he absorbs it without resentment. If it is useless, he discards it without anger. Epictetus taught that if someone speaks ill of you and it is true, you should correct yourself. If it is false, you should laugh. Reaction to criticism reveals attachment to ego. Calm assessment reveals mastery. The powerful man does not argue with every opinion. He refines his actions and lets outcomes respond on his behalf. The fifth is being ignored. Nothing exposes insecurity faster than the inability to tolerate silence from others. Being ignored triggers panic in men who depend on external validation. They follow up too quickly. They over-explain. They seek reassurance. But a powerful man does not chase attention. He understands that absence can be a position of strength. Silence is not rejection. It is space, and space creates gravity. Those who are secure do not fear being overlooked because they trust their value does not vanish when it is not immediately acknowledged. They remain patient. And patience is a form of dominance. The sixth is emotional displays from others. Anger, tears, frustration, excitement. Many men are pulled into emotional reactions that are not their own. They feel compelled to respond, to soothe, to escalate, or to match energy. But a powerful man maintains internal separation. He does not mirror chaos. He does not absorb emotional turbulence. The Stoics believed that emotional contagion is a threat to clarity. A man who cannot remain steady in the presence of emotion cannot lead, decide, or judge clearly. Power requires calm. When others lose control, the powerful man becomes still, and stillness commands the room. The seventh is minor losses and inconveniences, delays, small mistakes, temporary setbacks. These things reveal a man's inner order. Weak men react because they believe every disruption is a threat. Powerful men do not react because they understand the difference between inconvenience and catastrophe. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that obstacles are expected. Life is friction. A man who reacts to every minor loss is always at war. A man who absorbs them without emotion preserves energy for what matters. Power is not found in winning every moment. It is found in knowing which moments are not worth your response. Reaction is rarely strength. It is exposure. Every reaction teaches others where your limits are, where your pride lives, and where pressure works. Stoicism is not emotional suppression. It is emotional discipline. It is the refusal to be governed by impulse. The powerful man feels emotion, but he does not become it. He chooses response, not reaction. The world is designed to provoke you. Noise is constant. Opinions are endless. Disrespect is casual. If you respond to everything, you will be controlled by everyone. The Stoics did not seek dominance over others. They sought command over themselves. And that command begins with restraint. When you stop reacting, something changes. People hesitate. They speak more carefully. They test less. Not because you demanded respect, but because calm creates uncertainty in those who rely on chaos. Reaction feeds others. Stillness starves them. Powerful men are not unfeeling. They are unmoved. They do not prove strength. They embody it. They do not chase control. They preserve it. And that is why the most dangerous man in any room is rarely the loudest. It is the one who watches, who listens, and who never reacts without choosing to.